Hey, I'm Decathlon Gamer. Welcome back to FM21. It's the Perfect Manager. We're on episode number 3. Last time out, we formulated our first team, and we still had some major weaknesses, but those weaknesses have died down quite a bit. We're down to just 2 glaring holes in the starting 11, and actually, we've improved in a few key ways. I'll go over those as we start our next match. In the past 10 days or so, we've added 4 players to the roster. All 4 players are the 4 best players on the roster currently. One of those 4 players was with the team about 10 days ago, meaning they did play in the last game. That is left back Column. But in addition to him, we've now added 3 more players. Again, the 4 best already on the squad right now. Or at least according to the assistant manager, who is garbage and doesn't evaluate talent well. So he could always be wrong. I haven't really properly broken down where they are because we're in constant flux. However, it does seem clear at the moment that we are pretty dang good. 65% possession, in control. First few shots are all us, but a wonderful curling free kick around what does the keeper even think he's doing? Standing in the middle of the goal, directly behind the wall where he can't see what's going on. That's 10th tier quality goalkeeping for you right there. Speaking of, one of the 3 players is Holmes, first team. So we now have 2 goalkeepers. We've got a backup, we've got a first teamer, we've got a level scorer, Brandon Parsons grabbing his second goal. That is our striker. We've added 1 strong center back, so there's a big improvement because our second center back was pretty weak. That gives us an okay backup now. In fact, 2 okay backups, so that's pretty encouraging. And then we added, kind of out of nowhere, thanks to our scout, Kazeni, the center mid, the attacking center mid. They kind of just came out of nowhere as an option, and we were lucky to get him because other teams were trying to go after him as well, and they're quite a bit above the current crop of players. So maybe we can go with keep working. It'll come. Sorry about that. Had an alarm set for something. All right. Well, we open with White trying to give the ball away for a throw-in, but he earns a corner instead. 1-1 here in this early second half. We nearly get a chance out of that one. The keeper just punches that away. And then as we go to pick up the loose ball, I think they just got a touch to it. That ended the highlight. But 10-3 and 65% possession. Yeah, we might not get a ton of wins at this point, but as we're just getting started, if we're already producing a team that is this talented compared to the remainder of the tier, I have a feeling it's not going to take us too long to get out of this division. Maybe this season, definitely by next season. All right, let's go attacking. We want 3 points. My current problem right now is I have 9 good players, maybe a 10th on the bench, so I don't have much for options, and the backups that are good are at left back. I have 2 good left back. Almost out of time here, a minute from stoppage. Here's White again, and there's a nice one. Parsons back to White. There's Kazuni with the winner! Yes! Kazuni, first game for the team. That was poor goalkeeping, but I mean, hello, 10th tier. Remember their goal? Yeah, it's bound to happen. It wasn't the easiest save. I'll give the keeper that much credit, but it was a much easier save than a lot of opportunities. And when you get a piece to it like that, you should do more. Nice little clearance there into stoppage time. We also need to change what we're doing here and change what we're doing here. Let's get out of this with 3 points, huh? 20 seconds. We got a piece. I don't think we got a piece. That was a weird place for that header to go. McFarland clears that one out. Apparently he's playing for the whistle. Gave him another chance. Under pressure. Nice clearance. That should do it. Here's White. And it does. Home win. Home win. Nice. All right. 2-1. Come from behind victory. I like it. I'll take it. We are looking pretty dang good at this point. Now, I'm not going to manage every single game. We are going to start bypassing some, so we'll have to see how the team does on its own with an assistant manager at the helm who is utter garbage. So we might be getting better, but for one thing, we're not at the top of the league at the moment. For another, the assistant manager is going to have to play a relevant part to what we're doing, and with no reputation, not a good assistant manager, which means the team's not going to perform as well, and we are likely to miss out on some points opportunities as the season goes on. Let's see how they do over the next two. If they can manage any points from those two, we'll see. So after starting the season with 1 win and then 2 quick losses, we eked out 2 very close victories. But now, through that quick sim, actually we're starting to pick up the pace. We scored 5 goals in an away winner at Penzance, who is it's a derby match, as we're from Penzance, but they're last place in the league, so you can't say a lot about that one. But then a home match against a decent side saw our first double-digit 2-goal victory in that one, so not double-digit, but nah. Sorry, I'm not feeling so well today. I've had some side effects kick in from my vaccine, and I'm totally out of whack at the moment. Well, anyway, 5 wins from 7 is a pretty dang good start to our season, especially considering that we had no squad whatsoever, and we've already somehow climbed into first place. It's still very close. I mean, there's only 5 points between us and the team we just beat, who are now sitting in 11th. So it's very much a tight contest, but that's pretty solid. Pretty solid start. We'll see how well we can kind of hang on to that as the season goes on, but I would assume that in time we're only going to get better and better and better. So Column did pick up a minor injury, but they're already going into rehab, so they'll be fine. You can see here's our top end. There's our new player. So you have Column, who is quick, high work rate, but not great skill-wise. Kazeni, terrible in tackling, but the finishing, the first touch is there. He has some flair, has some pace. Striker first and foremost, and that might actually be where he kind of ends up. Crawford, center back, great in heading, okay tackling and marking. That's good balance. I mean, that's something you want, especially at this level. Really slow though, but has good mental attributes for a player that's just 20 years old. Holmes, goalkeeper, is actually pretty quick, but not that matters. He is determined. That's going to help him improve a bit. Kicking's a 12. Reflexes just a 4. Aerial reach is a 9 at least. That certainly helps. All in all, they're still really low level, but they're good enough for this level to have an impact that we are already seeing this team turn it around a bit and get some results. You could also see at the bottom end, though, there are plenty of players that don't have much business being here, and so they won't stick around long. However, we're not paying any of them anything. They're all amateurs, all of them. So 2 things to do here. 1, get back into our scouting, and let's see. Are we getting anything new? Nothing new. That's just right back, though. Other positions, we are starting to get... the list has grown again a little bit. We have a bid in for this one. Ramsey at Mousehole. Penzance, left back. We don't need a left back. We do need a center back. Sam Pope. Maybe we need to do it like this from this point instead of just randomly offering. We'll get scout reports. That's okay. That's okay, I guess. We do have some money for that. We're not spending any money otherwise. Okay, here's a center back and left back. Davidson. Good tackling. Minimum's a 9. He's slow, though. Very slow. Now remember, the one thing we have going for us is the perfect manager. You can see 20s across the board in every attribute, which includes determination. Determination affects how you get your way with the board. That's going to be really important for us, and we need to make use of it. It's still early in this playthrough, but if we are going to get somewhere somehow, we need to start. So training facilities, youth level, very early things we want to get on with. Finance, junior coaching is another one we're going to want to go with, but professional status, we can get after better players if we do that. Now, right now, nothing's costing us anything. And if we're going to be good enough to win the league with amateurs, we might as well stay amateur status for a little bit longer and allow us to accumulate money relatively quickly. I actually don't think that's a terrible thing. Improve youth recruitment is another one. We really need to get on with developing youth facilities and being able to get some decent youth players coming in. But our overall training facilities are going to have a massive impact. It's going to cost us something, but let's see what we can do. I'm guessing that was a no. Otherwise, we would have had an instant response. Yep, rejected. Haven't been with them for very long. Okay. They are willing. I might be able to make a compelling case for it. Okay, well, then let's discuss it. Enhance club's reputation. Since give our training facilities a bit of a boost. Certain standards. Technology is constantly developing. Help attract better players come here. I certainly like that. Have to keep up. Better financial position. Be a huge benefit. Club's reputation. How about that? Same thing. Alright. Well, we can always push for something else. Another new signing takes care of one of our glaring holes, or at least kind of. Right now, our best player on the roster was a left back. And now our second best player on the roster is, well, a left back. But we have this glaring hole at right back, and so we're going to take one of them, and we're going to train him. We're going to train him to play right back. And so new man, Stephen Reed, is going to come in right away and learn a new position. And hopefully he can pick it up soon. But he's a massive upgrade in the spot. You can see he's got some strong mental attributes. He is okay in the technical attributes. And he's not too bad on physical, considering he's already 35 years old. One more change to the roster. Again, straight to the top of what we have in the group is now filling that other glaring hole that we had. So both glaring holes have been filled. One, though, is still temporarily a bit of an issue. All right, so that glaring hole that remained was center mid, and we've taken care of that now with Matt Ward. So Matt Ward here comes in straight to the top of our player ratings. And then, of course, the other hole was that right back where we had McFarland. McFarland's been replaced now with Reed, and Reed comes in as a left back, not a right back. So we are teaching him the position. Now, in the week and a half that he's been with the team, he's already picked up at least a little bit of knowledge, a little bit of know-how, enough so that he's totally uncomfortable. But even uncomfortable, he's as good as McFarland was fully comfortable with the position. So he'll play at least similarly to what McFarland was capable of doing based on his skill alone. You can see here his reaction's a bit slow, a bit off. He struggled defensively on that play, and he's just going to have to grow into it. We'll have to give him that time because sitting on McFarland, who's just not good enough, period, isn't going to help us a lot. And considering we are an amateur side, we only get 2 short sessions per week with the players. You can't really develop players properly right now. Even though we do have an amazing coach that coaching everything as Kozeni. Oh, Kozeni. Oh, wow. Kozeni makes such a good play. Reads the defense. They're playing the pass. They're playing the pass, and they end up leaving him the space, and he gets all the way through, coast to coast, and then beats the keeper. Just couldn't get enough. Looks like he kind of did the outside the boot reverse spin on that, and it was heading in, but it didn't quite get there. Second half underway. Crawford sitting on a yellow. Got to watch out for that one. We may need to sub him. But here is Coppin. Nice job beating his man. That's a definite foul. Surprised that did not result in a yellow card. And it didn't even result in a highlight for us. Possession 50-50. Shots just 6-4. So we are not dominating this one today. We are up against one of the better teams in the league, though. So there is that. Kozeni. Nice play. Parsons gets a real chance, but the defense covers well. That guy was quick. Gets back. Blocks that one. New highlight. Parsons. Nice ball there. Lays it off for Coppin. Coppin wastes that one. Blasts it into a wall of defenders who easily block. Still 0-0. A point wouldn't be the worst thing here. Again, as the team grows and develops, we're just going to get better. So as long as we're not losing, I think we're doing okay because it can keep up morale. Crawford hangs on to the ball way too long here, but we're okay. Apparently everybody really wants to get Crawford into this thing. There's the overlap with Reed. What can Reed do? Sets up Coppin for the header. Coppin goes to the corner. It was a good shot, but keeper makes a nice stop. There's a goal, and it is Coppin. He gets a second chance, and he gets his second goal of the season off the corner kick, off the header. He's being marked by 2 players, but it's played just behind them and in between the third one. The third one is the only one to react. Those front 2 guys just froze. Good on us. Late in this one, we now lead 1-0. Chance to get all 3 points despite a pretty even day. Column, nice cross. Parsons. Whoa. So close. How is that a goal kick? Post? Are they saying that hit the post? Holmes. Dangerous. It's a long ball. Parsons gets it. Okay, good. Oh, nice shot. Coppin feeling it now. And it's his 3rd goal of the season, and it's a brace on the day. Nice little inverted winger right there as he cuts inside. Takes a second cut inside, and that one drifts between a couple players who block keeper's view a little bit. Now we can start wasting some time. Not much else needs to happen here. We can go cautious. 10 minutes to play, 2-goal lead. At this point, you never would have thought that this was a close match, but Kozeni does his thing again, lays it off for Parsons, and that was drifting in. He got slammed by a defender there. Hancock's going to get in trouble for this one. That should be just a yellow. It is. Parsons got taken out massively, and the ball was drifting across the line. Not sure how nothing happened with that, but then the ball was heading in and about to cross the line when possibly the same defender, I don't know, I'd have to look at that highlight again, possibly the same defender who took out Parsons, then recovers the ball off the line, saving them from going down 3. Here's Coppin, finds Parsons. There's White. White's been non-existent in this game. Time's nearly up. 19-4 on the shots now. It does look dominant here in the second half. First half was pretty level. Second half's all us. Hollum. Here's Coppin. He's going to take a couple pokes at it. And eventually defense clears it away. But that was the end of the game. Full time. 3 points. That puts us back on top of the league. 19 points through 9 played. +4 on the goal differential. I think that's going to get better because we did take those couple of harsh losses in early days where we lost quite a few points. It's definitely time to use our determination with the board once again and see if we can increase junior coaching. Something straightforward, simple, and it looks like it was happening immediately. So there's our first little piece of progress. Our level 1s in everything has now become something ever so slightly better. It's still fairly basic. So we've added one additional squad level player, a backup at that right back position where we are obviously a bit weak. But again, sticking to the task at hand, which is improve Stephen Ward, get him to learn the position so we have, or not Ward, but Reed, so that we have 2 strong players at each fullback position, which these days in the modern game, fullbacks are so essential. Early on, we're looking strong. We're on the road for this one, Camelford. Similar look between the two teams. Surprised we weren't offside on that one, but no call. But early on, it's pretty much all us. We're putting a lot of pressure on them. Unfortunately, we've picked up 3 yellow cards now in the first 20 minutes of this game. 8 fouls already. The other team's only got 1. Instructions. 3 yellow cards is scary. Let's see. Kicks, counter press. Stay on your feet. Stay on your feet. Okay. We're not even getting stuck in. We've had that many fouls and that many yellow cards already. That's scary. We might need some substitutions here. Reed keeps that in, gets cross, gets a goal. Parsons gets on the end of that one, heads it in, and it's 1-0. Nice play from Reed there. Does just enough. That ball was way too long. Stops it just before the line and then gets there and bam, treats it like a corner kick. Yes, we do want to proceed with that. Thank you. Coming up on halftime already. Zetti gets Parsons. Parsons on the run. Brings it out into the box. Taken down inside the box. That was your typical Premier League, I want a penalty kind of move, though, as he sticks his leg out. Kicks it straight into the keeper's chest. Ouch. Ouch. Terrible penalty. That's okay. I really don't care for goals coming from the penalty, except for when you desperately need one, and then I get excited because obviously you desperately need it, but otherwise, really not a fan of penalties and how easy it is to get them. It's easier to get a penalty than it is to get an open play goal these days. Second half underway. Not the pass I would have picked out on that one. Just the 3 yellow cards now and actually just 10 fouls. So we've only added 2 from where we were. So we seem to be doing okay. Coppin! 5th goal of the season. And now it's 2-0. And now we can also start thinking about some safety moves. Crawford, that's an easy one. Momola. And Keisha, there you go. Take care of those 2 for now. Good stop from Holmes. It wasn't far from him, but that also was not an easy save, even though it was fairly close. Maybe routine, but certainly not easy. Parsons doesn't have to keep that away from the D, but doesn't have any teammates. Nice. Keisha. Keisha is one of our veterans. Coppin plays that one well. Parsons sets it up, finds Coppin. Coppin gets another. And that's 3-0. That'll put this one away. All right, we're going to go from very attacking to positive with the game in control. Zenny. Parsons in space. Oh, he stopped there. Oh, second yellow from Conville. And that's a red. And now they have to play with Brendan. White is quite tired. Let's see what Cody Phillips can play there. Ward. Surprised he didn't take the shot. Coppin. Ooh, nearly gets the hat trick. And coming up on stoppage time. We got 2 minutes left to go in this one. Free kick. 30 seconds now. Another 3 points. We did move forward a couple more matches in the season. We did take a draw in one of them. So we had slipped to second place momentarily, but we are back in the league lead with a win here. Obviously, we'll maintain that. And there you go. 12-4 on the shots, 2.56 on the XG. Only 52% possession, but it was a road game against one of the better teams in the side. And you can see our dominance was one short stretch. We got that goal, and then we really took control of the game. But then they settled back down. And after 13 matches played, we have 29 points. The goal differential is not great, and it's still a pretty tight contest near the top of the league. But really all we have to do is play a few matches, and as we continue to grab a player here and there, I think we might just see ourselves through this season at the top of the league. 13 matches is nearly halfway point. You've got 17 will be the halfway point, so just 4 matches from there, and then we'll start cruising into the second half. When we pick up next episode, we'll definitely be at or beyond the halfway point of the season. That's going to do it for this one, though. I'm Decathlon Gamer. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to hit that like button, and I'll see you next time. Have a good one. Be safe out there, and bye for now.